Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Johnny's Life and Travel. And today, as promised, I'm going to show you how I chose my platform to trade shares. So my platform itself, um, firstly I'll just show you on my, where's it gone? Just looking at YouTube for a minute. Anyway, so you got this page here. So this is the international investor, and this website I found, and it has all a list of all the different platforms on here. So what we're looking at here is the currency exchange rate. Because I'm doing it in US dollars, I want to do US shares. So it's 1%, and that's the lowest on there. And then this is the lowest fee, for buying or selling shares. So because of this, it seemed like the cheapest option to go with AJ Bells. So I am currently with AJ Bells. I also I'm using Hargreaves Lawson as well. I have an account with them. Basically, it's because of my sister. She uses them. It's more for UK based share dealing, and she uses them, and it's pretty good for them. I've also looked at HSBC. HSBC was a little bit dodgy. They they had this clause in one of the forms that you had to fill out. It said that this contract is governed by New York law. So if they do something wrong, they're saying they're not liable pretty much, and that you'd have to go to the US and sue them there because it'd be governed by New York law. And so and the other thing was that if you are going to sue them if they do something wrong and you're losing your money, you would have to pay for their legal expenses as well, any reasonable cost, which is crazy. I thought I'm not paying that. But anyway, if they didn't have that situation, to be honest, they were pretty good. You could hold your money in US dollars or UK pounds, and then you don't have to pay an FX charge. Because you're doing that, you can just buy and sell, and it's a lot cheaper, to be honest, that way. With AJ Bells, I think there is a new fee on the holding of shares. You can check that out on the website. They do charge something there for that. What else? So let's see more details. Let's go to the website, have a little bit of a look, see if we can find it. I'll just go on here. So let's go AJ Bells. Okay. So this is what it's like. This is the website, AJ Bells You Invest. They're based in Manchester in the UK, and you can log in and it'll basically show you everything. So it's the same layout as this pretty much, and then you'll go to my account overview. So it gives you all the information on there. Normally I would log in and show you guys how they how you deal, so let me see if I can find it on YouTube. So let's see, AJ Bells. Just trying to get into the here you go, AJ Bells You Invest. So this is the presentation video. I was hoping they'd show you the layout of the platform. The reason why I don't want to sign in myself is because then it exposes my own account numbers and all that kind of stuff on AJ Bells to you guys on YouTube, and there are some people who may use them for the wrong reasons. But anyway, you can have a look online, and if you want, you can open your own account. It doesn't cost you any money. It's free to open an account. And just once you've opened an account with them, then just click on that open an account. And once you've opened one with them, you can just log in and see how it works. It's fairly straightforward. It's not difficult to use. It's one of the easiest ones to use compared to what I've seen out there. So that's what I'm using at the moment. Let me see. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some screenshots at some point. Just hold on a minute. Okay guys, so if you can see this, this is what I did was I logged in for a brief second. I did basically a screenshot of it, and just to show you guys what it looks like, what the dealing screen looks like. So this is what it looks like. So I have blanked out my account number and the money and so on, just to protect myself. But anyway, so all you do is you click on this here, and it drop down. You choose your account. You can have a normal dealing account or an ISA account. Just click on either one, and then you click on this drop down menu here. And it says you choose. Basically, it's just self-explanatory. Just either you're buying or you're selling, or it'll say sell all if you've already bought. If you want to sell everything, or yeah, it just says sell all. And then order type. There's two types of orders that you put in when you're doing this. The first one is a limit order. But limit orders, I was told you can only do on UK stocks, and all that means is when you put in the order, you're saying to the platform, I only want to buy at this price and no higher. So if the price all of a sudden you get a quote and it gives you 15 seconds to okay it, but whilst the order is being processed, the price can go up a little bit. So you may not get the price that you normally were quoted. But if you do a limit order, you're basically saying to them, look, this is what I'm willing to pay, no more than that. So they have to stick to that. Otherwise, they just won't go through with your transaction. They won't buy the shares for you or sell the shares for you. Okay, so that's a limit order. At best, like it's on at best right now. At best means just get me the best price in the market. So if you're on at best, and you'll go down to amount here. You'll put in the amount you want to either buy in terms of money or in terms of quantity of shares, if you can work that out. And then you can include charges or exclude charges, and then you click get quote. So if you get a quote, it'll give you 15 seconds, like I said before, to accept the quote. And I can't do this right now. It's Saturday, everything's closed. So, but anyway, you can accept it, but at best it'll give you the best price. It may not be that price. It may be a little higher. I've never seen it being a little lower, to be honest. But but it's could be a little higher. Just keep that in mind. At best, but you'll get a positioning. Normally, when I trade, if I'm going to buy, if I'm going to invest, I'm going to invest for a good amount of time. Maybe a month, maybe more. I'm just going to do one buy and do that. This is for my long positions. That's what I use AJ Bells for. So the long positions are just buy and hold. So in that case, it doesn't really matter if it's slightly higher, by a little bit. But if you're doing day trading and you're buying and selling all the time, and you're just trying to get a couple of points, or you just want to make a little bit of money every day, then it makes a big difference because it's costing you money. So it affects you in a big way. So anyway, that's how it looks. For the if you want to buy or sell. And this is Glencore commodities. It's been going up recently. Yeah, my sister does this, and I normally do day trading with her on this one. So I just wanted to use this to show you guys. But normally we use Hargreaves Lawson for the trading, and so yeah, so that's that. Let's see if I can show you something else. Okay guys, I thought I'd show you some of the other things that I use. So What did I do? In the beginning, I looked at all the different platforms, chose the best one, the cheapest one, the one with the least amount of cost for me, and the one that I was comfortable with, that I thought, was protected by the, there's a £55,000 um, compensation. Basically, it's not compensation, it's a cover, basically insurance by the UK government. It's called it's by the FSCS, Financial Services Compensation Scheme. So what I look for is, normally people go for IG or other platforms, and those platforms, what I look for is the platform going to keep my money when I deposit it into the platform? Is that money going to be kept in the UK, or is it going to Europe, or is it going somewhere else? Because if it's going to Europe or somewhere else, or for example, I think it was IG or another bank, I forget. But what they were saying is that they all the time they change the banks that they use for deposits. So they could use a Chinese bank. The Chinese bank could go bankrupt, and then I put these scenarios to them. Whenever I discover that this is the case, and they say, well, okay, you will take a loss proportionally. So if your money was in there, right, what they're trying to say is they would get that and the percentage loss, of the entire. So say there's a £1 million. It's just it's a simple example, right? £1 million, and there's £1,000 that's, or $1,000 even, and that's gone out of it because they put $1,000 into a Chinese bank and it's gone bankrupt. Now there's no protection there, so that £1,000 worth of losses will be divided amongst all the customers. That's what they were trying to say to me, which didn't seem sensible to me. So these are things I look at. So with the AJ Bells, all the money is kept within the UK. I know the financial system here where you're protected up to £55,000. So if you want to, number one, I generally try and make sure that my money is in shares all the time, that it's not just sitting idle. So that gives you some form of protection as well, because you're not in cash, so nothing can happen. But should something happen, should you be in cash and the platform goes bankrupt or something, then you have the protection there and you can claim on it. So that's one of the main things I look for, as well as the cost being low and they're having good service. The other thing that I've done recently is I've set up this calendar. You can see it on my desktop. This calendar, I put all the dates on there. I think it's a good thing to have if you're going to start doing share dealing. Just get a calendar like this. I put AMD's earnings, which I'm invested in, and then I've got the FOMC, that's the Financial Open Market Committee meetings. That's for the US Federal Reserve, just to have keep an eye on that, because there can be volatility in the stock, and you may think, oh well, there's something wrong, something I missed. Maybe there's some news that's come out that I'm not aware of. But it could just be that people are nervous because of the Federal Reserve. They're thinking, look, they may raise interest rates or they may do something, and so they're nervous, and that's why it's affecting you. So it's a good thing to have it in your calendar. Just look back at it. The other thing, just to mention, is Mondays are normally good days. This is just generally speaking. Mondays are good days. They're normally high. Fridays are normally bad days. Normally, a lot of people are selling off for the weekend, trying to take profit. So that's for day trading. If you're doing that, that helps you out. So I've got that. I've got all the other stocks I'm into. So I've got AMD, Nvidia, Facebook, Tesla, Mobileye. So those are the 5 main ones, and then Glencore, which I'm relying mostly on my sister because she's well up to date on that one. So you got in total about six companies that we know well between us. So I've got Facebook's earnings on here. I've got the webcast as well. It's a good thing to listen into all the webcasts after the earnings, so you get the information on what the forward guidance is. A lot of the articles that you read don't give you the full forward, the full wording of it. So you can tell a lot by the words that people use, not just what they're saying, but how they're saying it. So I like to listen to the webcast for that reason as well, and just to get first-hand information, which is better than second-hand information from a news article online. So you've got the webcast, and then again the FOMC meeting. Again, this lasts for 2 days normally, so that's why it's on the 31st on February the 1st. Then on the second, you got Glencore production report, monetary policy committee announcement. That the monetary policy committee is for the UK. So remember, Glencore is commodities, and because we trade it from the UK again, you know, it could affect the price. Maybe not a lot, but there could be some effect. So it's good to know what's going on. Again, you know, it might drop down a little bit. People don't know what's going to happen. So with the interest rates and so on. So it's good to have like a calendar and put everything on there. I've also got all the dates for the Federal Reserve and the UK's Bank of England, all the meetings and everything, all the earnings for every single company, all the holidays, you know, the days off, the days when, you know, like it's Christmas or something and the markets are gonna close early or something like that. I've got all of that. You can also see on my basically on my desktop, I got Saxo Trader. So I was trying Saxo Bank a while back ago, and they were terrible. I couldn't even close down a trade without screwing it up. So I really like them, but I still keep it just in case, you know, I wanna try them out again. Then games to relax because it's very stressful. And then day trading list. This is the list I made recently, you know, of what I'm looking at, indicators. So we're looking at MACD, we're looking high of the day, low of the day. And this is like a formula I did. So if on an open it goes down a straight line, then when should you buy in? And it was 0.33 of the top price. So from the point that it drops down, you look at that price and you let it bottom out, and then you take the bottom price. So you take the top price where it started to drop from, divide that by 100, then divide it by 3, and you should get 0.33%. And then when it bottoms out, just add that figure to the bottom price, and if it is within that figure, if it's below that figure, then you buy and you stay in. That it's a theory. I mean, these theories I have, and I try them out, and if they work, then I make money. If they don't, then it doesn't. So it just explains it there anyway. Upward trend. So I look at trends overall. So going back to see longer term trends and 5 minutes, 1 minute trends, and so on. And then the last one is experience. You know, there's no substitute for experience, and we look at experience and try and see what has happened in the past, what's likely to happen in the future based on your experience. So these are all the pointers that I use. That's for day trading. For the long-term trading, we just look at the company, do your research, see what products they have coming out in the future, if they're going to have a good year, and if everything seems okay and you think they're going to make money in that year, you got good logical reasons backing it, not just because you're a fanboy, then go for it, you know, and you can put some money in there. So anyway, I think this video has gone on long enough. So thanks for tuning in, guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. If you need any help, if you want to open an account with AJ Bells or with any other platform, and you just want to have a conversation, again, just leave me a comment. I'll reply to you straight away pretty much, and you can have a conversation with me that way. And we'll see where it goes. Okay guys, take care. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.